All right, hi guys, Mr. Bill back here, and I have part 2 of the kite making lesson. So I'm going to show you where I'm at so far. I've got my newspaper kite. You can see that it's got a kite shape, a diamond shape. You can see in the back we've tied it with a little rope where the dowels cross. I used a lot of tape on the corners, as you can see here. I taped it down a couple places here. And remember, when you're making the kite and you lay the frame of the kite down, you have to leave extra newspaper along the edge so that you can fold it over the string, and that kind of holds it in place. Now the next part was to make a tail, and if you notice, I put a lot of tape on the bottom triangle here. There's a lot of Scotch tape here. You might not be able to see it because it's clear tape. But what I did was I put a lot of tape there so when I poked a hole with a pencil, it wasn't going to tear the newspaper. I put a ribbon through it and then I tied a knot so it would stay. And the tail is basically part of the kite that's going to keep the kite in kind of this angle as it flies. There's a little bit extra weight on the back, so it's going to keep the kite, the bottom part down, and it's going to catch the wind as it's moving. That's what's giving the kite its lift. The wind is blowing under it, and it's kind of pulling it up. Now the tail, you can add ribbon. I added some ribbon, and then I tied another small piece of ribbon on. I tied a little feather. You can put a bow, anything that you'd like. You don't want it to be too heavy, but you also want it to have a little bit of weight so that it can kind of like pull that bottom part of the kite down. Now I also have some other things I'm planning on decorating my kite with. I've got a bag of feathers, some stickers. You might want to paint it. You can do all kinds of things to decorate it. And the final step in my kite is taking the middle of the kite here where the two dowels cross and tying a string to this part. So this is where the string is going to attach. You're going to try to get, a good amount of string. You want it to be 20, 30, 40 feet, maybe longer. And you're going to tie it there and have the rest of your string on a spool. Now you could use something like this, what we use to make the frame of the kite, just a kind of a light ribbon type string. You can use fishing line. Fishing line is actually very strong and it's extremely light. So this would be a good choice, although getting this wrapped up around somebody or something can be a pain. It's very strong. It's the kind of tensile strength that can, like, you catch a big fish and that fish is going to pull hard on it, still won't break. So fishing line is good. Even thread, if you have someone in your family that sews or whatever. And as you make your kite, or as you make other kites, you can try experimenting with different materials. Here's a cheap tablecloth I got at the store, a light plastic tablecloth. You can use this instead of a newspaper, although I think newspaper is a good choice. It's light. It can tear, but if you're careful with it, it probably won't. You'll get a few flights out of it at least. And then if you make a really nice one, you decorate and you hang it up in your room. All right, I'm going to go, but I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you next time. Bye.